Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 29 of Star Chasers, Den of Wolves. Last time, the interns, Villyana, the Drow Warlock, Kore, the bunny person fighter, and Orpho, the Eladrin psychic warrior, is the...
Cyanite, I think
Cyanite?
they call
Oh,
it
it's
now.
Cyanite now. Okay. I couldn't remember which one was which.
I'm
Psychic
sure they'll.
warrior.
It's still a little clunky. I think they'll probably
I think they'll fix
give
it
it one more name pass. Probably.
Hey, you get the lightsaber.
The psychic warrior all explored a what they were told was an elven colony. This is not it's not episode 29. What am I doing? It's episode 26. I don't know why I thought it was 29. They met. They were asked by two elves from the Winter's Tooth, the ship they had been congregating with, the main crew of both ships on board. They were asked by two elves, Fenmayr and Yanara, to go explore a colony that possibly held other elves who weren't part of the Elven Armada. Being two elves who are not part of the Armada from the interns themselves, they agreed, and they found the colony of Reem and a bunch of Drow who were sort of vaguely Roman. And by vaguely, I mean they were Roman. But they worshipped Remus, not Romulus.
They were Reman.
They were Remans. The group found a lot of information about the Clockwork Horrors that they've been sort of circling about, and they were leaving the library. Villyana had found some information about Orpho's family and Kore's sphere as well. So, once again, you're in sort of a rocky Mars-esque landscape. There's a big canyon with a bunch of buildings built into the canyon walls, a couple structures made of stone along the edge of the road, and a nice paved road. You can see merchants. It looks like there's a coliseum and a forum kind of down the way, and you can see the entrance to the canyon that you all entered. What would you all like to do?
So it is built up. It's not just natural formations or anything.
It's a combo,
Okay.
but it's they've definitely been here a long time.
Okay. Is there any vegetation? Is there any market selling?
Oh yes, yeah. There is a big open air market. They seem to be selling a lot of probably things you would be.
Lichens and
a lot of root vegetables and kind of mysterious lichens. A lot of bugs as well for the protein side of things. Like really big, giant carapaces full of oozing kind of centipede meat.
Arthropod. Yeah.
It's a good clean protein, I'm told.
Yes.
And you can cook it right in the shell.
Yep. Oh yeah, these are great. I already have some though. That's my problem. Okay, well, was that mission accomplished? Did we make a friend? Who is it? Fenmayr and Yanara?
Yeah. They come out of the library as well, and they kind of nod and say that they found some interesting things and ask you what you had been looking for.
Yeah, I'll give them the Cliff's notes of the kind of metallic hierarchy and the fact that we should be on the lookout for Neogi death spiders.
They kind of wince at that.
Yeah, I mean, that's true anyway, but...
Double wins.
Yeah.
Also, considering the main crew had a run-in with them as well, didn't they?
Yeah, they'll kind of look at you. Your crew has survived an encounter with the Yogi?
That's my understanding, yes.
It's impressive.
Not to us personally, but yeah, them.
Yes, they are a bit more experienced, more seasoned, I'd say. Different sets of experience than ours. But, yes, I believe it was challenging, dangerous to fight, involving domination, mind control, the usual fare.
Yeah, they remind me of home in a bad way.
Kind of nod at both of you and say, yes, I understandable. Avoid them if you can, but if your crew has some experience taking them down, all the better. And Yunara is doing most of the talking as before. Fenmayar is kind of standing in the back, nodding, agreeing with her, but for the most part keeping quiet.
And he's the history elf.
He's the
right?
history elf. He's the historian.
Yes, okay.
The historian paladin.
Okay.
Yeah, history elf.
Yeah. Well, did we get what you came for? This information is very helpful to, I think, the mission. We understand some more. We got a little bit more about Saren space and such. The Remans here come from there, right? Or the Drow do. I have a note here that
The Remans come from Saren
specifically
space.
come from Saren space.
Many generations ago.
So far ago that they weren't up on current events, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. I think that's what led us to the library in the first place. Okay.
Such is the way of the elven diaspora.
Fenmayar nods, and he says, "Yes, it's been many generations since the elves were united in space. Truly, not the meager alliance that the Armada pretends to be, or aspires to be, I suppose."
Now, again, and forgive me, but is there no iconography of the Seldarine here? It's all the wolves and the...
It's a lot of wolves.
Mars, I think, right?
No, they don't like Mars.
Oh, okay.
But it's a lot of wolves. A lot of
Is it Apollonian? Like as a our world correlate, or like Apollo?
Oh,
It's got a wolf aspect.
Sorry, Timothy, you're a little hard to hear.
Sorry.
Oh, no problem. There we go.
There you go. Yeah, he had a wolf aspect in some.
There is a lot of fire motifs, so it's possible that, and I think Orpho made a check that he kind of recognizes this pantheon. Never necessarily seen it with elves, but has seen similar pantheons invoked through human cultures, even some dwarves and such.
Right. Okay. Interesting. Ripples. Echoes. Through space. Planar. Variants.
There's a lot of reliefs of a woman's face as well.
Okay.
Does her specific aspect strike any sort of chord, like as having seen it in art or statuary or anything like that?
Give me a history check with advantage, since you are slightly familiar with these.
Sure.
Or religion, if that's better. They're probably similar.
It's the same, actually. It's a 16 I got.
Okay. You would say often associated with virgin goddesses of like hearth home family.
Okay.
She's kind of shrouded.
Like virgin as in maiden, or as in saying like forsaking
Gave birth without
Congress virgin.
Yes. Both the second part of what you said and what Marty said.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, like nuns,
Sure.
for lack of a better term.
So someone who could be sexually active but chooses not to.
Correct.
And that sense of virgin, as opposed to pre-sexual.
Exactly.
Or pre-whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how to parse the term specifically, but we all understand each other, I think. Right. Okay, cool. And benign energy.
Yes. Especially from that kind of, and you can even see a temple where they seem to be holding a ceremony, and it's very friendly. The war stuff, or the wolf stuff, is typically kind of with the soldier outfits, like that you see around. But again, the soldiers don't seem to be even like a police force. They seem to be purely defense of the city. You know, there are some walking around, conversing pleasantly. The people aren't like cowering in fear of anything like that. They just there's some deference to, especially ones who seem to be the officers, but they might also be senators or something like that.
Mm-hmm. So it doesn't feel militarized. It feels there are just some people who do that.
Mm-hmm. It feels
the way a D&D party has the fighter.
Yeah,
man.
Exactly.
Right.
And in this society, joining the army is just a pretty good job. Like, you get paid, you get food,
community service.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So the overall vibe of the society is kind of egalitarian.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Pardon me. Yes.
I like that.
It's really weird to see people who look like me and the boys get to talk as much as they do. It's like a good wild, but it's a little wild, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Maybe you don't know what I mean, but yeah, it's pretty boss.
People seem content.
And so there are separate temples and stuff kind of dedicated to this female aspect?
Yes.
Okay.
But nothing like you are familiar with.
Oh, no. Oh, hell no. No.
Like you can see, it does seem to be, especially in those churches, a predominantly woman clergy, but that is not universal.
Right, no.
Can I ask History Elf if he knows what's up with that?
History Elf, we need you.
History sense is tingling. What questions do you have? What do you want to know? He rolled real good.
Like, does he know what the deal is with this, like, kind of virgin motif going on, like, paired with the war one in the society?
So he says, from what he has kind of gathered, doing research in the library a bit, and kind of just observing and walking around, the way it is the goddess is named Ilia, and she is the mother of the war god. who is Remus.
So Virgin Mother.
So a virgin mother.
Okay.
Of 2 children, one was naughty and betrayed her, and the other was
valiant and
was a good boy.
yes. And they seem to be the 2 main gods, but he also says and points out there are many shrines to lesser gods. Like, even just looking around, you can see dozens.
Was the betrayer child also wolf aspected?
Yes, but it's, the wolf
Good.
you're seeing is very like noble, whereas
Good wolf, bad wolf.
it's
right.
shadowy and kind of it's almost like domesticated dog imagery versus like traditional like fairy tale wolf kind of thing.
Right. Werewolf, wolf.
Yeah.
Right.
Is there any iconography to the bad wolf? Is there any kind of like, don't be naughty or Rome will come get you?
All roads lead to Rome. That's the saying.
Or Romulus is going to come eat your vegetables if you don't, or anything like that.
Yeah.
The road to Rome is paved with good intentions.
Yes. Okay. Yes. No, there does seem to be some aspect of be afraid of. There are certainly some gods that are like you live in fear of them as opposed to actively venerate them.
Mm-hmm. These little shrines and things, are they just like little animistic like household gods of like, hey, I want to find money today?
A lot of them are, and kind of impromptu little sacrifices or offerings.
Yeah. Sure, they have a feast day a month or something. I gawk like a tourist a little bit without direction. I've already kind of checked out the market. The food here is too similar that I'm not going to learn anything new. So I probably hang out around the kind of mother aspect temples a bunch to kind of be like, oh, wow. It's like no one's like, on your knees, slave, or like...
there's no whips or leather.
Weird.
Spiders.
Just a weird choice.
Yeah. That's how you want to do it.
Yeah, I mean...
But how do they open the backs of the congregants without the whip? Like, I'm confused.
Where's the flagellation hour? I don't understand.
What would you even do in temple?
Yeah, all the blood is it going to collect on this floor without a drain?
Yes. Good luck with your kids having self-esteem. Nerd.
I don't understand. Why do they feel good about themselves?
Quit singing.
Orpho turns to Villyana and says, do you respond to any of this?
I think my life would have been very different. It's kind of giving me my matron's vibe. It's making me wonder, did I give up too soon? But like, there were a lot of death threats. I think I really needed to get out of there. But
can I get a perception check, Villyana?
Sure. Am I negatively affected by sunlight or anything?
No.
Okay. Can I get advantage because Princess Starshine is with me, or no? She's just Starshine.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Perception 1. I'm using the in-app roller. It's never been easier. A 14.
Looking around, you do see one of the little animistic shrines. Sorry, has a unicorn iconography.
Oh, shoot! I push whatever adherent is in the way.
Hey!
And you're immediately disqualified from like paying homage to the unicorn. No, I'm kidding.
No, yeah, like, is it like familiar, or is that coincidence?
It seems familiar.
Okay, holy shoot. Starshine, did you know about this? Meanwhile, she's been hovering over it with a question, like an exclamation point for like 2 minutes.
Hey!
Pointing.
Listen!
Oh.
You idiot!
Quit combat rolling into a corner! You're auto-targeted onto a torch!
High-pitched sass is always funny.
Shoot. Like, what are people offering it and stuff? Like,
Let's see.
oh, so I helped that person up. That wasn't nice. I apologize.
To the chat room.
Wouldn't you be horrified if they're making like offerings of organs and stuff?
You see a lot of little carved horns.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly stone, some wood, occasionally something like ivory. Feathers. They're kind of iridescent, almost see-through. Like they don't look quite like bird feathers. You don't know what they would be, but feathers a lot. Hair, fur, kind of like the hair is a little. It's a little hard to see at first, but it's like single, very long strands. Typically white hair. It seems like they're trying. And looking around, not all of these drow are white-haired, but many of them are.
Yeah.
I think Warvius was blonde. Even like there's a couple you see blonde and black hairs and brown hairs. All colors of hair. And then some coins. The coins typically have the face like kind of scratched out, and the tail side is usually left untouched.
Huh. I doink a strand of my hair out.
Okay.
And yeah, just kind of excitedly, we don't really have that kind of prayer. I don't have a formalized. Is there anything written? It's just kind of like say these words.
In a weird kind of very blocky form of undercommon, it almost looks like undercommon written in like dwarvish. It just says "Be true and kind."
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm doing that all the time. All right.
Check and check.
That's my jam.
That's my whole biz, man. All right, then yeah, I will just pray to make many friends today and spread kindness, and just kind of like wary at the hair, kind of like wrap it around my finger, kind of nervously, and then leave it.
Okay. Visibly, the Orpho and Kore, you can see a slight shimmer surrounds Villyana. And Villyana, you have been charmed, but in a good way. Charm has been bestowed upon you.
I have resistance.
You can conjure animals 3 times.
Oh, shoot.
And then it's gone. As the 3rd level spell.
Okay.
Animals.
Groovy.
Shoot, yeah.
And you all can see that Villyana made a little offering and was blessed. And you all, what would you like to do?
Birds.
What did I put?
Oh man, you guys got to try this. Like, look for a bunny or something.
I don't think I can say
Is that racist?
Do you think that I worship a bunny?
I don't know. I apologize if that's.
I mean, back home, all Villyana's family worships a drow. I mean, it makes.
Yeah, right.
I guess fair.
So much animals. 3 times total, right?
3 times total, yes.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Your DM will have the list of animals.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I don't have to do shit. I'm just like, hey, summon me some wolves, nerd. Go stat them up for me real fast.
You just have the stats on those, right?
Luckily, D&D Beyond has never made it easier.
It's never been easier.
I mean, yeah, it's never been easier. Whatever. What Marty said.
Yeah. Yeah, I am having a full-on religious revelry real quick. Is Starshine like excited about it, or is she just kind of like, yeah, finally, that was my whole point?
No, I mean, a little bit, but she does seem genuinely excited. It's like a connection back to Princess Rainbow Sparkle.
Rainbow Sparkle. My dread matron.
Hey, History Elf, do you know anything about this?
Yeah, the unicorn.
Yeah.
I mean, unicorns are symbols of good luck, and they're often worshipped as unique, powerful creatures. Although some societies think they was just really just like a one-horned ox or something like that.
You hush your mouth.
Not Barrio. Blasphemer!
Orpho smiles at the way that whenever Corey asks a question to History Elf, it sounds like a challenge. Like, oh yeah, do you know about this?
My dad's
Just
stronger
gonna
than
bully
your
him
dad.
into my history checks.
just how competitive it is. I enjoy it. It's sort of.
There was that meme going around for a while, which is like, oh, you're a feminist, then name every woman. I feel like that's big energy right now. Also, the best comeback to that was either Whitney Houston or Shaka Khan. I would accept either.
Yeah.
It's right there in the song.
Mm-hmm.
True.
That's very true.
But yeah, History Elf. You think you know history? Name every history.
Yeah, well, what about this?
I'm not from here.
You know shit about unicorns? Tell me.
I'm making educated guesses.
What's that guy's deal?
Magnets, how do they work?
Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a miracle. You're right. Checks out. Checks out. Cool. Like, are all of the little like household shrines, like, are they all animal aspects for the most part outside of?
There are a lot of animal aspects, but you would not say all of them are.
Like, is there any kind of like a water bearer, like?
Yeah. There's like the sun, the moon. Yeah, like a wave, more than a barrel.
Okay.
Which is weird because you haven't seen an ocean.
Oh, Hydra.
Just gets gone for me.
Nice.
I cast Eldritch Blast.
Deep cut, Marty.
Thank you.
What else? There's one that you notice. It's kind of like it almost looks like a pig head, kind of. It kind of looks like Ganon's head, like you would say. It's
Okay.
kind of, it's got like horns, big fangs, big open mouth, and that one has a lot of kind of. There seem to be mourners around that one.
Oh shoot.
Is that for people who keep kosher, who were mourning the loss of all the... No?
It has to be an uncomfortable chair. And just bring dessert.
That's right.
Orpho mentioned something last time. He said that he had... I'm trying to remember how you phrased it, Timothy. It's something like an unorthodox relationship with the gods. Like, how does he feel about all this stuff?
Oh, he basically views his all existence for all creatures as sort of eventually being able to attain what a god has, and that gods are simply beings that have achieved that or are at that place, and so they're all peers, basically. So he's probably would be perceived as being presumptuous and impertinent by any deity, because he'd probably speak to them eye to eye. Just saying. That's his perspective philosophically. He grew up in a very free-thinking household, and they kind of went all different places before everything went to shit. So he's seen a lot of things. I guess.
That's
He's been exposed to a lot, and his family kept a sort of their own little court of intellectuals and weirdos and creatives and that kind of thing. Very bohemian. Maybe Weimar in a TARDIS kind of affair with maybe some Chekhov thrown on top of it. Like everyone's sitting around talking about stuff, being in between things, and then everything suddenly goes to shit. The Russian Revolution happens or whatever. But yeah, so his view about all of this is, I mean, he knew about Villyana's relationship, being a drow, just being a drow and encountering this different culture. That's why he sort of asked this, and then observes your sort of like, oh my god, discovery of true connection, or at least the potential for it, is sort of interesting and encouraging, and but he's sort of viewing it like being in a marketplace. Choose your god, choose your, they've got vegetables over here, they've got deities over here, they've got books over there.
Yeah, and and some of the other people seem to be treated like they're making like stops. Like, okay, well, I have to go make my sacrifice to this god. I have to go make my sacrifice to this god, and it's kind of they're running their errands.
Right, there's transactional aspect to it, where it's like, well, I got to make sure that the house doesn't flood, so I should, just pay a little homage to the water god or whatever.
Don't forget
the
to pray for luck.
Right, exactly. Milk, eggs, butter, no deaths in the war, a clean roof or something. It's your errand. So yeah, and he relates to that too, because he doesn't sort of disavow the gods and their powers. He knows that they can do things. It's just something. It's like anything else. It's like if me as a person had to deal with, a very like a head of state from another country, in that country, it's like they have all that stuff. They're all hooked up. I'm just some guy who's visiting, But that doesn't mean I couldn't potentially, in this lifetime or the next, get hooked up. Who knows? Anyway, yeah. So he's sort of taking it all in, enjoying it. I think. Enjoying this sort of culture bath, and then the new the Riemann, world, all of that. Yeah, and he's sort of enjoying hanging out with the elves, and the bunny. What's your species called?
Well, I'm using a flavored spirit folk from
Oh, are you like Hanga
from
Yokai?
Andy's supplement.
Is it like a Hanga Yokai? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Nature, the sort of animal spirit kind of thing.
Oh,
I take.
Typed in Hanga Yokai and they gave me a 5e variant of it, but I don't.
Anyway,
I remember them from the old days.
Cool. No, just I don't need to know. But yeah, he's enjoying sort of the autonomy. Not that he felt like, man, we're just sitting around in the ship, but he likes being sort of curious and exploring and stuff. So he's enjoying himself.
Okay. What would you all like to do?
We're gonna spruce up the shrine a little bit, make sure there's no like stray stones on it and stuff, straighten it a little bit. But I'm ready to be summoned if need be. I can summon more friends. I can summon a 4 challenge rating, 1 friends or something. My DM will know. Don't worry about it.
Corey would probably be kind of like, okay, when are we done here? Kind of like nobody's asked her to get anything off of a high shelf in a while, so she's kind of like, I'm not really sure what I'm here for. So
she's rotting on the vine.
Yeah. What do I gotta do? Beat up some elf or something around here? But yeah, because like the presence of like larger shrines and stuff makes her kind of uncomfortable because of the way that gods are on her in her sphere. But the smaller shrines kind of make her like more comfortable, I guess, because like in her sphere everything needs to be kind of balanced. You can't throw too much worship into one god or else you get all this imbalance and that's no good. So yeah, she's just kind of antsy, kind of like, all right, so did everything we need to do.
No, we can try to catch up with the others for sure. That's amazing. I take a mental picture.
I mean,
Get
we
Prince
may
of
have
Friendship in there.
we may have done everything we need to do, but we are here, and this is unusual. So,
I mean, do you need to like recruit people here or something? I don't know. I feel history elf. What you got? What you got for us? What are we doing?
We can return to the ship if no one else wants to make an offering.
Anybody? Might I suggest? It says Rainbow Sparkle. She's pretty great.
and what is the process?
Well, you just it was great. No one else usually sees her. But anyway, yeah, you offer her something, and you're just kind of like, hey, it'd be pretty cool if maybe you were with me today. And then I don't know, maybe I get a present or something. That's good. Yeah.
But is there a physical offering?
I offered some hair. Because I guess you could get a coin, but I think you have to deface one side of it. Might be a wolf. I don't want to touch. It's disrespectful. You could maybe buy some incense. I don't know. What's your vibe, man?
Resistant to offering any part of my body, but I will. All right. I will. And he actually just opens up his thumb a little bit and offers some of his blood.
Okay. Interesting.
And says that he wishes that they're successful in all of their kind endeavors.
Okay. So like before, a kind of shimmering, almost like Tinkerbell cloud of pixie dust kind of surrounds Orpho. And Orpho, you have the Charm of Vitality.
Ooh.
This charm allows you to give yourself the benefit of a potion of vitality as an action. And you can use this charm twice.
Great. And what does a potion of vitality do?
That's a great question.
My DM should know, right?
Your DM will have
Yeah, we'll have it.
Yeah. Let's see. Potion.
It'd be great if the DMs could, if a player springs that on them in a game, they could, call to the head office and be like, God damn it, you guys stop doing this.
You heal max when you spend hit dice, it looks like.
Hey, what?
You heal max when you spend hit dice, is what it
Oh,
looks like.
great.
Yeah, it removes exhaustion, cures diseases or poisons, and when you spend hit dice...
Kind of buried the lead there, sorry.
No. And it lasts for... The hit dice part lasts for 24 hours. The exhaustion, disease, and poison just is instant.
So, as far as the exhaustion, disease, and poison, it's reactive as opposed to preventative?
Correct.
So if I had taken it and was poisoned, I would still be poisoned. But if I had not yet taken it and was poisoned, I could take it and have the poison condition removed and then I would, for the next 24
Yes.
hours, still have the HD healing. Okay,
Mhm.
cool. And that's for 24-hour duration twice.
Yes.
Thank you. To use. Great.
You hear a
Corey?
horse whinny in the background.
Corey, you want to...
Sounds like burr, burr, burr.
So I guess you see me sort of like get all
That horse is sick.
buffed up, Corey. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if you respond to that sort of thing, but like I just hardcore. You heard maybe some metal music going on in the background for a second. I opened my thumb up, drops of blood, and suddenly pixie sparkles came around me. I got all jacked.
You're working in some sort of sparks factory.
Exactly. Right.
Corey will subtly flex and then turn to Villyana and be like, as a symbol of a friendship, can I have a lock of your hair?
Yeah, that's dope. Doink.
And then I'll offer that to the shrine.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
She's about friendship.
Yes. Yeah. You didn't. Okay. Let me think.
That's hilarious. Let's you and him fight. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of Corey sees it as kind of like, well, it's not really my god to make an offering to. It's Villyana's been very much about like friendship up until this point, so it's kind of like, a symbol of friendship is for you to give me something yours, and then I will make the offering for you. Is kind of her.
I see that. You're giving. It's like you're like giving her 2 bonuses theoretically.
Yeah,
right?
kind of like giving the gift of friendship to this friendship goddess is kind of
like we have a friend in common.
Yeah.
Okay. So the sparkles surround you, and you have essentially 3 stacked inspiration.
Sit.
D6 or
Advantage.
oh, okay. Wow.
DM inspiration.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice. That was an advantageous move.
I get so excited. I hug all my friends. I hugged the lady I shoved. I apologize.
She kind of starts crying and hugs you back. This friendship is just so pure.
Isn't it just?
Yeah, you're lucky you'd pushed her and she wasn't like at the vengeance altar.
My heart's for
she was
10
at the
sizes
friendship.
today. That's too big. My heart's too big. I can't. I'm passing out. I need heart reduction surgery. Oh, shoot. I am ready to go with a whistle in my step. This guy's cool. Hey, everybody should go to the unicorn. Quit it with that mopey open mouth face, am I right? Go over there, tell your unicorn, take care of your friend in the afterlife.
Someone just openly starts weeping across the street.
I know, right? Never been so happy. Okay, well, you'll get there.
He was so young.
Remember, the 4th stage of grief is happiness.
I don't think that's true.
I'm not looking it up.
I don't live in your negative mindset.
Wow.
The Leo DiCaprio meme now.
Villyana starts striding away.
Start singing Provincial Life, but somehow making it sound great. Yeah, okay, let's go back to the ship. I'm juiced. And you We're all juiced. You're all sparkling with fairy energy.
Yeah, I feel a little pep in my step.
High five, star sign.
Okay.
She's been circling a chest for 5 minutes.
You all start walking out of town.
Start making our way out of the... It's kind of a valley, right? Like, it's kind of like we had to descend into town. Okay.
Yeah. So you and it's curved. I keep picturing you turning a corner. It's not really truly a corner. It's just kind of wavy.
Mm-hmm.
You head to the camps on the outskirts of town, and you can see, as before, that general kind of waves to you and calls out and says, "I hope you found what you were looking for."
And more, I think.
Yes. Much to ponder.
Is this Warvius sharp sword?
This is Warvius sharp sword.
Okay, good.
And he kind of does like a clangs his gauntlet against his metal breastplate.
Oh, the whole.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely, my friend. We found all kinds of great books, and I'm juiced with the unicorn energy. You should go leave a lock of those pretty blondes down by the unicorn statue, if you know what I mean.
Doesn't know if you're making fun of him because he is kind of balding.
Oh, no.
Not at all, my friend. Not at all.
You're pulling it off.
You're pulling it up. Right. But he doesn't want to be pulling it out, to his point. Right.
That's right.
Okay. As you start walking, there is a commotion. From what book are you from?
Oh, no.
There is a commotion. So I want to show you all the art.
Somebody wants to be friends with me.
Yeah, that's what it is.
They want to give you a big hug.
Yeah,
I mean, they probably would, but
because they gave such great matron advice.
you can see shambling towards the town.
Well, shambling's always a good word.
Shambling is always a good. Yep.
Nope. No, thank you. Can we have another?
No.
Just one.
You'll like it. It is just one, thankfully. And you can hear kind of echoing through the camp, people yelling to arms and cries of Bodak.
Bodak horseman.
Is that a? Is it not a horse? No. Is that a history or arcana?
Arcana, please.
Yeah,
hey, history elf. What about that?
16 for my
What's
check.
that thing?
16. Okay, well, he does pretty good too.
I'm going to take advantage for star sign.
Sure.
I got a 21.
Okay.
Yes.
So Villyana and Orpho, technically, history elf gets this too, but Villyana and Orpho can explain it before he can.
Nice.
Bodak are undead.
Oh, no.
They are typically servants of Orcus.
Oh, no.
Demons. Yeah.
And let's see.
Listen, the last thing that we need right now is Orcus to pop.
They have like auras, and they're kind of they're cursed undead.
It's good to be not close to them.
It's good to not be close to them. And Orcus can see through them. They're kind of like his servants and extensions. And if there was a proper sun here, it would probably be burning the flesh of this thing, but there's not a proper sun here.
Is there a proper vulnerability to radiant energy? therefore?
Sunlight, but not radiant energy itself.
Okay.
But things like, although I don't think you all are high enough level to cast true
Daylight.
sunlights. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I got 2 spells and I'm out. I would like to remind that I had cast Mage Armor last time.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I saw a bunch of drow.
The Warvius Sharpsword grabs his sharpsword, pulls it, and he very cautiously levels it at the 5 of you, and he says, "Orcus punishes those who break oaths. What have you done?"
I'd like to point out there's 6 of us because Princess Friendship is here.
She's invisible.
No, Starshine's invisible. Princess Friendship.
Oh, okay. I am misunderstanding.
Probably a little bit back there because not really rangy, not a natural sprinter. We broke no oath. Villyana flashes back to last episode when she tore a page out of a library book, and she's secretly afraid this is her fault.
Orpho and Corey, are there any oaths you have broken that you would like to think about?
I don't
know.
think so.
Yeah, the answer does not have to be yes.
No. No, I don't think so.
Corey,
Yeah, I don't think Corey, because Corey would assume that like her patrol left her behind, so she didn't break any oaths there.
Yeah, Yunara and Fenmire are awfully quiet, by the way.
Assholes. Okay.
Well,
Do we know their story?
you know they have broken an oath. They are defectors.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
I was gonna.
Alright.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we
So-
did know that.
All right, so we have to...
I'll cut a
so-
wheel on them.
What?
It's not my fault.
Come on, man. You
not my
swear
fault.
allegiance to the wrong
It's not my
stuff.
fault.
That's right. All right, we have to protect them.
We can make this okay. Sharp sword.
Does the check tell us anything about like what they can do or shit to watch out for, particularly?
Let's see.
I
Don't get... If you can avoid getting close to it, that's good. Don't look it in the eyes.
okay.
You don't have that Devil's Sight Darkness combo handy, do you?
No. Not... I got the wrong goddess for that.
It's all sparkles.
Yeah.
Yay, donuts.
I thaumaturgy a rainbow, and I don't even have thaumaturgy. Oh no, I can dancing lights. Okay, I dancing lights a rainbow. Yes, shoot. I cast hex on it.
Okay, everybody roll
I mean,
initiative.
Yeah. Never dealt with one of these before. Great.
I can't take advantage on initiative, can I, with the help action?
It's an ability check.
It is an ability check.
Oh, with that.
Let me just... I'm sure Jeremy
affected
Crawford
by-
has it.
It's affected by Jack of all trades. So,
Yeah, I mean... It's an ability check.
Let's see. Sure, somewhere Jeremy Crawford has a thing.
Are you a 3 or a 9?
Let's see. I'm fine without it, by the way, but I got a 16. I'm content with that. But it just occurred to me, because, yeah, it's an ability check. It gets affected by other modifiers for things. It'll be worth looking into.
Did anyone get above a 16?
not unless I have inspiration. And I'll retry. I rolled a 7 for my initiative.
Corey?
13. Lucky number 13.
Good.
Now, do I get my hex off before that, or just to keep things orderly, would you like that to be?
That will be on your turn, sorry.
No problem. We can't claim a surprise round for sure. It's shambling.
Hey, I see you. You took my parking spot.
It's like the henchman death scene in Austin Powers with the steamroller.
Oh, yeah. Move.
Would you like I should roll for Princess Friendship or Starshine?
Roll for Friendship. Let's have Starshine go on your turn.
Yeah, that's cool. And the gang. Oh, nice. Has a -1 dexterity.
What?
That's a 6 becomes a 5.
Yes, Timothy.
Sorry. Hang on. Let me get my thoughts together. What are the other soldiery guys doing? Are they also sort of mobilizing to try and take this thing on, or are they going oh shit, or both?
A couple of them are going oh shit. Several. You see one particularly brave young person has charged, and Warvius kind of screams no. The Bodak grabs this thing's face, and just you can see its mouth, gaping mouth hole, glows, and just a beam of pure black energy disintegrates this poor soldier.
Oh shit!
So like a reverse Dementor.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that guy was wearing a red shirt. There it is.
Yeah. There it is, though.
It's like under his breastplate, tucked in.
For a flash before he disintegrated.
For a second, we're like, what? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay.
And how close is Shamblo from us?
He is 60 feet from you all.
Okay. And so that guy had really just jammed forward.
Yeah. He was kind of in one of the. You guys are still. You weren't at the edge of all the war camps, and he was at the edge. And he was kind of one of the scouts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Bodak gets to go first, and it will point at Fenmire. And Fenmire has to make a Constitution save, which Fenmire will fail.
Found our Oathbreaker.
And
one of them.
take 22 necrotic damage.
Yikes.
That would take me out.
He gets down on one knee, and he seems like he has 5 hit points left.
History elf.
I have a name. My only regret was everything.
Can I kind of reduce his damage with my reaction using my Psionic Talent Protective Field?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so I will reduce it by 2 plus 1d6, which is 4. So his damage is reduced by 6. And I did not roll my max, so my die remains the same size.
Okay.
But I've used my reaction.
Okay. The Bodak moves forward 30 feet.
Yikes.
Villyana.
Oh yeah, crazy. Okay, no, I don't like any of it. I cast Hex.
Okay.
On the Bodak there, and I will curse strength checks. In my mind, I've convinced myself that's usually the best one, in case you need to grapple or get out of grapples. All right, so Hex, it's strength. And is that a bonus action? That is an action, right?
I think Axe is a bonus action.
Oh, it is one bonus action. Great. Okay. So then, yeah, I'll direct blast. Hold on, let me make sure I cast that.
Are you affecting? Did you say? Doesn't it affect one of its abilities too?
It does. Yeah, strength. I'm cursing at strength.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, that actually helps me.
Then I will Yeah, there's no reason not to Eldritch Blast. I do have Sacred Flame. Well, maybe let's give it.
Sacred Flame won't work with Hex.
Oh,
Hex
Because of
requires attack rolls.
Oh, okay. Okay, then I will definitely Eldritch Blast. All right. That looks like a single digit. I got a 13.
13 does not seem to...
Doesn't do it.
affect.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I shoot a rainbow at it after hexing it with just a mane of flowers and it's kind of like star shines, you know. Probably bothers it a whole lot. Go back to hell, you freak. And then I will kind of just gotta back up about 15 feet.
I like the musical note score that you...
I'd actually like to think Villyana actually just makes that sound herself. She's very bad at sneaking. She has a sneaking song. Yeah, let's see. That's my movement, that's my action, and that's my bonus. That is the full Villyana, as they say.
Okay. Sorry, I was trying to look up Princess Friendship stats, and I almost typed into D&D Beyond Princess Friendship. That's not helpful. Okay.
I have an abbreviated version here if you end up needing it, but presumably you will want...
I just wanted to see what...
type?
Well, construct, and I wanted to see what her their condition immunities were and stuff.
Oh, sure. That may be important.
Okay. Corey.
So is this thing like all up in History Elf Spiz?
No, it attacked from... It is now 30 feet away from the History Elf, but it did a ranged withering gaze.
I hate it. Okay. I'm gonna get in front of History Elf.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pull out my crossbow and shoot. First, I'm gonna bonus action to make myself a very large bunny lady.
Okay. Quick question.
Yes.
You are starting your turn within 30 feet. Are you averting your eyes?
Ooh.
I would like to say that I would have shared the arcana information that I learned about this thing. Don't look at its eyes, kind of stuff.
Yeah, is this straight up Umber Hulk? Don't look at it.
This is.
It's worse than Umber Hulk.
This is. Did you see what happened to the red shirt? Don't look at it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So
Yeah,
we can't get
I forgot
anywhere
that's
near
smart.
looking at it, kind of a thing, right?
Yes. If you were more than 30 feet away, you can.
Okay, and History Elf is within 30 feet of it.
And is it 30 feet within its like an aura?
Yeah, it has several auras.
Rather than it directly looking at you. Like if you're within 30 feet and it can't see you, you're still affected by the aura.
It has to be able to see you. So if you're hiding from it, it won't affect you.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Or maybe in a blind spot.
Yeah.
Okay, because I had forgotten, and I was remembering anyway, and this is a good use for it, I think. With your permission, I would like to have Starshine give the help action directly to Kore, not go and bother the creature, but like kind of like aim the crossbow, like no. To cancel out any disadvantage of not looking to fire.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, gonna make myself a large bunny lady.
Okay.
Run up to History Elf and I guess blind fire my crossbow with the help of Starshine.
Yeah, so you have just a straight roll.
Okay, cool.
Trust and friendship.
16.
16 is a hit.
Nice.
Sick. Nasty. Awesome. Okay, so here's where my bullshit comes in.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Okay, so I get a D8 for my crossbow damage, plus making myself large, I get an extra D6 of damage. And then, also, because I hit with a weapon attack, I can invoke my Fiery Shackles fire rune.
Oh, what you know about that?
So this,
What made up bullshit? What does that do?
Yeah.
so when I hit a creature with a weapon attack, I can
Okay.
invoke the rune to summon fiery shackles. The target must succeed on a strength saving throw with a DC of 12, or be restrained for 1 minute, taking 2d6 fire damage at the start of each of its turns.
Okay, well,
And then you can repeat the saving throw.
it fails its strength save.
Nice.
So for a turn, it cannot advance, right? At least a turn.
And is it restrained?
Yeah, it says it is restrained for 1 minute.
Does that
And
mean
it takes 2d6 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. And then it can repeat its saving throw at the end of each of its turns, and then if it does, then it successfully banishes the shackles, and then I can only do that once per rest.
Okay, so
Thank you.
roll your damage
Okie
for
dokie.
your made up nonsense. Too many made up people in this party.
So,
Hey.
as a friend, I love you terrible. That's great. Andy can't protect against what he doesn't know about because you made it up.
Nice.
Exactly. So that'll be 13 damage from the weapon attack, and then let me know when it's its turn, and I'll roll the 2d6 fire damage.
Okay, it seems to take half of the damage from your weapon attack.
Okay, shoot.
No, that's made up.
Rude.
Well,
Yeah, now who's
resist
making up
non-magical
bullshit?
attacks, probably.
There's no such thing as a Bodak.
I showed you a picture from a book.
That's
I don't know.
how far we go to web deceive.
I commissioned art and I pasted it into my book.
Also, you added it online because I found it pretty quick. Pretty great. Also, 5e has the best art of that creature, by the way.
Oh, by far. I was looking him up on the wiki earlier, and I was just like,
Yeah.
yeah, improvement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else, Corey? Oh, do you end your turn within 30 feet of this thing?
Yes, but looking away and protecting History Elf.
Okay, you still take 5 necrotic damage.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay. Warvius will order his soldiers to move back and fire with bows. So some short bow will. Okay. A series of arrows pepper the Bodak, including one critical hit
Nice.
from someone named Very Precise Jan.
Nice. Parallel universe.
It sounds better in Elvish.
They don't have J's. It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't. They don't do a bunch of damage because this thing is taking half, but they do some damage.
But they straight up knew this dude's deal, right? Like they were kind of like,
Yes.
oh, it's a Bodak, it means this. All right. So they got the tactics.
Yeah, except for that one rookie who got melted.
Didn't pay attention in Bodak class.
Classic.
Tail as old as time.
That's Warvius / the Warrior's turns. Orpho.
Okay. So since I just did my protective field, I'm near my buddy here. Okay, I am going to move. I'm going to keep. What's his name? Sorry, History Elf.
Finmaiar.
Finmaiar.
History Elf is also acceptable.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like his sort of action hero name. History Elf, we need you. So I accept the mission. So I'm going to move back so I'm out of the creature's range,
Okay.
but I'm going to still keep him within 30 feet of me, so I can still protect my ally, even if he's close to the thing, with my reaction. But I'm going to draw an arrow,
Okay.
my longbow, and I'm going to strike at this thing.
Okay.
So, natural 20. Nice.
Excellent. That's,
Okay. Yeah, and I'm going to use my telekinetic strike. So I'm going to throw on a d6 on top of that. So that's going to be force damage. And the other is regular damage, I believe. So it's good it's a crit. It'll probably turn into a regular hit because it seems like this guy resists conventional weaponry. Oh, okay. That is 6 plus 3. Is that right? Yeah. No. Yes. 6 plus 3 piercing.
And don't forget to double. Did you double the d6s as well?
I haven't. Yeah, I did, but I haven't given you that. So then, and that is no, that's cool. And then 6 TK force damage. And I rolled a 1 on the die, but I don't have a larger die, so I can't go up in size. But just NB, that mechanic activated in other situations, I would have gone up a die size had I had it to go up to. All right, cool. And then that is my action. Do I feel like it was hurt?
It was definitely hurt by the force damage.
Okay.
And it was hurt by the arrow, but you'd say it's resistant to.
Yeah, what I was feeling. Okay. Then
But Orpho has bloodied it.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, great.
As long as it doesn't have one of those 40 bloodied reactions. And everyone dies.
Everyone within 30 feet of it dies.
Right.
No, you're avoiding the thing that it lets it just kill people within 30 feet. So.
Okay. I'm going to, before I do my next thing, so I'm going to say, stay away from it. Don't, keep out of range. And I'm going to try and hide with a move action.
Can you?
Is there anything that I can?
Yeah, but don't you need a full action to hide?
You can try and grab some cover by moving.
I think I do.
Yeah, unless you're full fighter, right?
I am full fighter. Okay. All right. Then I'll just stay out of range.
Okay, yeah.
Keep an eye on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll again be out of the range of it and within the range of my allies. All right, done.
Excellent. Okay. It is Fenmayar and Yanara's turn. Fenmayar doesn't really have anything ranged he can do.
Get back.
Throw a book at it.
So he will back up away from.
And cover your eyes.
He's not even going to attempt to attack it. He is hiding his eyes, and he will heal himself. Yanara will also back up, averting her eyes, and she will cast Guiding Bolt. However, the Guiding Bolt goes wide.
Dang.
Wide guide.
Can't do anything about that, huh?
No. Princess Friendship. Friendship. Is there anything you would like to guide Princess Friendship to do? Otherwise, they will just charge this thing.
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty much Princess Friendship's lane, is to charge at things. If it looks like that starts to deteriorate Princess Friendship beyond what I am prepared to handle, I will guide her back more than, or guide them back more than I will So no, them charging is what I expect.
Okay.
Whether I approve or not.
Will not avert their eyes.
Yeah,
But
they don't really know how.
They make their con save by 1 billion.
Oh, it's a con save?
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
And they wouldn't be affected by the really bad part of it, because they're immune to being frightened.
Oh, nice.
And actually... Oh, weird. I thought Princess Friendship might be immune to psychic damage. They are not.
Oh.
Okay. And Princess Friendship will slam.
Princess Friendship still have feelings.
I love the name of that ability.
It's
just.
By the way, don't forget, provided the beast is still restrained, Princess Friendship has advantage.
Okay, let's see. So that's 1 hit. 1 miss, even with advantage. But Princess Friendship's fists are magical. Just like friendship is magic.
That's right.
It's full damage.
Yeah, and a lot.
Yeah, no, it's a beast. There's a reason I didn't want to fight that thing in the first place.
Friendship! Let's see.
Friendship packs quite a punch.
Yeah.
Princess Friendship does end their turn within 5 feet, so they take some damage. Not that much, though, in the grand scheme of friendship things.
Okay. Do keep me in touch, because
Yes,
I'm short on lightning bolts right now.
She takes 5 damage, so...
Okay. I wasn't sure. You specified she was within 5 feet, so I wasn't sure if it got worse the closer you got.
Oh, no, it's just, it's within 30.
Okay.
You don't want to be close to this thing in general, but...
No.
Okay. It gets to go again. So roll its... Yeah, roll its fire damage.
That'll be 6 damage.
Okay. It is resistant to fire damage.
Huh.
Okay.
Is it a fiend?
It is technically
It's
an undead, but it has a lot of fiend resistances and immunities.
Because of the whole Orcus.
Because of the whole Orcus thing.
Right. Orcus has the hookup.
See? This is why I don't do Orcus.
Yeah. And this is why we don't do Orcus, kids.
That's so much more damage. Okay. The Bodak will use its Withering Gaze on Princess Friendship.
Uh-oh.
Princess Friendship will make their save and take 11 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Friendship okay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Friendship has 88 hit points. Or, I'm sorry, 77 hit points.
Okay, cool.
Left.
Holy.
Left.
Just to be clear.
I
Also, for
figured.
those of you at home that might be at all confused, Princess Friendship is my flesh golem friend.
I kind of forgot they were on this mission.
Yeah, no, they're...
Yeah, and...
we fit them in the car.
And we have established that the only... Villyana does not have a lot of good ways to heal Princess Friendship.
No, that's the biggest
So
drawback.
that is a problem. But if they get back to the ship, Alvar can heal Princess Friendship by shooting a lightning bolt at them.
Yes. Because actually, I was about to look up. I don't even think...
I don't know if Warlocks
Lily...
get lightning bolt. Yeah. Yeah.
Shocking.
I'm all
grasp
mind
isn't-
spikes and nonsense over there.
Okay, let's see if the Bodak resists its strength save. It rolls a 13.
That breaks free.
Yeah. Dang.
All right. Well, it can't advance this turn. And if it tries to advance next turn, it has to get through Princess Friendship first, so...
Villyana.
Okay. Dump everybody else or take my shot? I think helping everybody else. I would like to... Never die. This thing can't... Unless it went to, like, gymnastics school. Okay, so... Went to a gymnastics camp for a bit. Orcus is very big on extracurriculars. I would like to move up to 31 feet.
Okay.
Just as I can feel it's like foul or kind of like just, oh, no, thank you. It's... And I'm very concerned for my friend, Princess Friendship. It does get to move next turn, but even if we all get one turn at it, it's fine. I will cast Fairy Fire. Then try to outline it, looking or no, in the purple energy.
You'd be surprised at how dexterous this thing is, but it just rolled a 9.
Nice. A 9 total?
9 total.
That's not going to be enough. All right. It is lit up with Eldritch rainbow energies that trend towards purple, but, like, you know, it's a whole rainbow theme I've got, in case you guys haven't noticed. All right.
You accessorize well.
How good did the paladin heal himself up? Does he look hale again, or does he look like he's back to functional?
He seemed to dump all of his lay on hands into himself.
Okay.
And he seems like he's maybe a level 4, so it's like 20 hit points. Mm-hmm. So he's doing pretty good.
Okay. I will hold on to that, and just to mitigate the damage, I will give a healing light to Corey.
Oh, awesome.
I will add 1d6 because you took some necrotic, right?
Yeah, I took 5.
Okay, in service of helping your friends, and I reward that with 4 hit points back.
Thank you.
And I politely tell you to hey, get back. All right, so I moved 14 up. I moved 16 back.
Okay.
Nice. Working the movement math. Well, dude.
What would Starshine like to do?
Oh, let's see. Now everyone's got advantage.
Thank you.
I think Starshine just kind of like tugs at the back of Corey and then flitters out of the aura. She doesn't want to be in that aura either. Okay. I want to advance her to help people, but that 5 necrotic damage, I think she immediately leaves the plane. So, and she will not let me hear the end of it. So, yeah, she'll flutter around.
Thanks a lot.
Is there an archer she could help? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, they're already going to have advantage.
Both of us are arching.
Yeah.
We do have both of advantage thanks to Villyana.
You could give someone advantage on a saving throw, essentially.
Okay.
Maybe to history elf?
No, she will stick. She will kind of put herself behind Bunny Lady's like armor, and be prepared to help her with the initial save to get out of 30 feet. Right? Like, isn't there a you started your turn in 30 feet?
Only if you look at it.
Okay.
And then if you end your turn in 30 feet, you take damage.
How shenaniganry is it if she sticks on Corey to give her help with the next saving throw she needs to make?
Yeah, I think that's
okay. Or she'll hold her action to help with a saving throw or something like that. Okay.
Especially because it is Corey's turn. Corey.
I will immediately back up, not looking at this thing.
Okay.
And get near other people, but not too close. And then give it a shoot.
Okay. So if you're averting your gaze still, so you just have a flat roll.
Okay. Then that will be a 17.
17's a hit.
Oh God, how awful. 5 damage.
Okay, that takes half of that.
And I'm going
get ready. Here comes some made-up bullshit from CC. It's off the top rope. It's psychic damage or something, probably.
Did that include your being big die?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 1 and a 3.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was
Do
real
you
bad.
add nothing to Dex?
I add a +1.
Okay.
So that's where we got the 5.
Bless you for continuing to try, though, Andy.
I'm
Yeah.
trying.
I would, as a bonus action, like to activate my Hill Rune, so that will give me resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage for the next minute.
No. That's not
just in case that comes up by any chance. And then yeah, and then
go ahead.
Then I want to action surge to take another pop at it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, okay, and 18.
That's a hit. Hill giants don't even have resistance to those damages. Why is that the hill giant thing?
Listen, they had to give him something, I guess.
Yep.
Gosh, still awful. Okay, so that'll be another 6 damage. Come on, D8, get with it. Stop rolling 1s.
Okay.
Yeah, D8.
I gotta trash talk these dice. Oh, it's because I'm using Marley's dice on.
Oh.
I'm fucking it all up.
That's the problem.
You need a much more aggressive pair of dice.
She's too sweet of a bean. I need to find more aggressive dice.
More flexing dice. The hill giants don't have resistances? Was it the mouth of Grolantor? Who did we fight that had all kinds of...
Oh, the mouth of Grolantor might have a crap ton of resistances. Let's see. The everlasting frozen one, or whatever the...
Yeah, but I thought there was a hill giant that we fought that just, like, arrows stuck in it. And, like, was like, oh, well.
I'll look up the mouth in it.
Nevertheless...
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I got time.
Oh, it might have been the Flab Giant. That's from a third party.
That was it. Right. I do think it was the Flab Giant.
Okay. Anything else, Corey? Otherwise, the archers are gonna go. Got the full boatload of dice.
No, nothing more.
Okay.
Trying to pick out.
Wow, great rolls, everybody.
Different ones.
They have advantage.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh,
Never seen so many 2s and 4s in your life. Okay.
Yikes.
No. Oh my god. There we go. Okay, 2 hits. I rolled more than one set of 1 and 5.
I would like to think that all of this is Sharpsword actually admonishing his men. Wow.
Oh, come on.
It's lit up.
Sir, do we attack the glowing thing? Wow, everybody.
Now, sir, I associate rainbows with good things. It has a rainbow now. I think it's good.
You don't have time for your color theory. Orpho.
Okay. I'm going to attack with arrows.
Mm-hmm.
With advantage. Shazam! Natural 20. Holy shit.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Thank you for the advantage.
Sure.
Okay. So
Again, nice. Or do 1d10.
Right.
So piercing is 9, and force is 8, which is pretty great.
That will kill the bow down.
Oh, awesome.
Shoot.
Cool. I was gonna action surge too, but I guess I don't have to.
Now that force damage, really helps. It's not.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Few things are.
Force and psychic are good damage types to wield.
Okay, so what does the Bodak do when it dies?
First.
Yeah, so
Then we all go home.
the Bodak, it as the arrow hits it, it almost looks like it starts deflating, like it's like a wacky inflatable tube man. And it's very Studio Ghibli kind of anime. It's kind of wailing terribly, and it looks up into the sky, and its eye beams kind of flutter on and off before it hits the ground, and its tattered rags remain, but the earth around where it hits just starts to burn, and acrid black smoke appears, and eventually it burns itself out, but there is like a kind of an ash field where it was.
Yuck. I'm gonna go to the one of the shrines. Do they have any sort of holy water?
Yeah,
available?
You can quickly find someplace that has holy water.
Cool. I'm gonna go score some, whatever it costs, and I'm gonna pour some on the area.
Okay, yeah.
Just cause.
As you kind of sprinkle it, these little droplets of smoke in the same symbol as the shrine that the mourners were worshipping at kind of appears as soon as you throw holy water. The smoke forms that briefly, and then it disappears.
So, I got it from that shrine?
No, you did not.
So, am I to infer that the creature is connected to that shrine?
Yes. You could even possibly infer that shrine in town was a shrine to Orcus.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sure that revelation. Are you still big, Jorge?
I am for a minute, yeah.
Just check.
Just want to know.
Just, for the visual.
Just big check.
Right, whether you're like gigantic in the background or like cloud.
Yeah, I was really shielding history.
That's great. I love that flavor. Yeah, the mix of this group is interesting because we're like more bruisery, but then we have Villyana magic.
Yeah, Orpho, as you approach, Princess Friendship kind of nods sagely and says, "Bad friend." Not to you, to the pile. And then
I nod, and I is Friendship okay?
In the grand scheme of things, yes. They did not take that many hit points of damage,
Right.
and the only way they can really be healed is with lightning.
Right. Yeah, we don't have anything. I don't, certainly. Okay. Well, I will regard the bad friend spot with Friendship in silence and solidarity.
Closer to the camp, Warvius Sharpsword kind of turns to look at the remaining elves and bunny lady by the camp.
I'll walk over to History Elf, who I assume is kneeling, licking his wounds, offer a hand to help him up, and then be like, I think we gotta go.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over to Sharpsword.
I will give Fenmeyer the 2 points. 2 points of healing light.
Okay.
All yours, buddy.
He accepts and kind of looks a little sheepish, possibly ashamed.
Right. I go to Sharpsword and I thank them for their hospitality. And I assure them to be leaving.
He has grown visibly cold, and he says, "I do think that is for the best."
Agreed. I nod. I just turn on my head. Rejoin my companions. Gotta get out of here.
Finmayar and Yanara kind of put their heads down and walk quickly back to the little ship.
We get inside. I'm gonna turn to Finmayar and just say, "Look, don't feel shame with this. You did the right."
He says, "Not everyone will see it that way. The gods do not see it that way, apparently."
Some gods. That god is a demon.
Yeah, you really want to be on the good side of a demon?
Exactly.
He's the punisher of broken oaths.
Swear an oath to the wrong being. Is there a way to sort of purge that? Clean the slate?
I don't know. Yanara kind of says, "I will prepare to leave." Would anyone else like to do anything before Yanara takes the ship to orbit?
Okay, well, it's crazy great meeting everybody. Sorry, I kind of ended on a weird note. Okay, you guys are great. Hey, what? Hold on, everyone. Princess Friendship should really get on first.
Everyone gets off.
Yeah, we'll make it work. Princess Starshine gives her advantage.
Backload. Princess Friendship.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys seem to have taken that pretty hard, but I mean, you did the better thing. You saw people in trouble and were like, "We need the help with that." All right. Unlike your Armada, which is just kind of like, "Nope, elves only." You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. Sometimes you have to break a bad promise.
No, it is. It's just painful to then see innocent people be punished for that broken promise. As I don't regret it, I regret some of the things that have happened after it.
Just because if you try to step out of a bad thing and the entity with which you made that bargain behaves badly and trying to punish you, only reinforces the reasons for your leaving. It's unfortunate that defender was slain by that creature, but that was their path.
Yeah, hey, if you need to feel bad, I get it. But don't talk about my friend that way, Fenmayar. You know what I mean?
He kind of nods, and Yanara seems to be saying a prayer over the fallen soldier. Asking Sehanine to guide him to his appropriate afterlife. Hopefully, not with Orcus.
Yeah, it's weird that they honor that, unless they're kind of like, "Hey, Orcus, don't take my son." And I will say a prayer to Princess Rainbow Sparkle. I hope that elf makes plenty of good friends wherever they're going.
Okay. The little ark creaks as it raises off the ground, and noticeably flying kind of shifted to where Princess Friendship is favoring whatever side that is. Just
Sparks flying out the back.
You're good. You're
Or
good.
the whatever the gravity equilibria thing is like. resetting constantly.
It's centering around Princess Friendship. It's just everyone's kind of like,
Right.
You all enter orbit, and you will be heading back to rejoin the ship at the beginning of next episode. We will all be together, and probably switch back to the main crew. Interns, level up.
Yay!
We did
We
it.
did it.
We did it. We had
Crazy.
an adventure. We had a reason to level up.
Yeah. Finally, I can increase a stat. Or get the feat.
Or get a feat.
I know what I'm doing. I'm going to take telekinetic feat.
Would anyone like to say or do anything before outros and plugs?
If I didn't already last episode, because I forget, I will give Orpho the page of, the peerage. I think is what I tore out, right?
I'll spend some time with it if you hand it to me. That'll be sort of what I'm absorbed with then. From now until whatever, and through, I guess, the beginning of next episode. If not,
and it will take you a couple days to get back, so you have plenty of time to absorb, think over it,
great,
compare it to mental notes, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay, great. Outros and plugs. Timothy.
Hi. Thanks for Twitching with us or YouTubing with us. It's nice to play these characters. It's good to mix things up a little bit. Thank you for the adventure. Bodak. Never fought one before. They're scary. That's all I have to say. Black Lives Matter, people. Don't forget. All right. Bye.
Cece.
Hi, I'm Cece, aka Soup, aka Soupska on Twitter and Instagram. I do overlays, I do character art, I do all of that fun stuff. I just did an art stream on Monday, where I was showing kind of behind the scenes of how I make our, especially our newer kind of style overlays that I've been doing. So if you're interested in that, watch the VOD, or I'm sure it'll be going up on a YouTube's or something soon. And yeah, everybody stay safe, wear your masks, wash your hands, keep a healthy distance away from people. Black Lives Matter and Black Trans Lives Matter also.
Yes.
Marty.
Yeah, a lot of that same energy. Don't let them change the narrative. Don't let them take their eyes off of it, because they already have. So the next time your annoying aunt asks, I don't understand why they have to be so violent, it's because they turn off the cameras the minute everyone behaves, or the minute cops don't start brutalizing people for spectacle. So corporate media has failed us all. This year has radicalized the shit out of me. I'm ready to burn down a CVS, has been established in Backjacks. So yeah, like, just don't take your foot off the gas, because it's definitely going to be a marathon, not a sprint here. And yeah, smash a like bell or comment or spin a wheel, maybe. It's been a long time since we played last, so I forget how these things work. But yeah, do all the things. Now to our man in the field, Andrew.
I'd just like to repeat what everyone said. I don't know why you cut to me. I'd like to echo everyone's sentiments. Also, when are we going to start investigating the obvious lizard person infestation led by their queen, Kathy Ireland?
Finally!
Glad somebody finally said it.
Be kind, don't be racist, wash your hands. Have a great night, everyone.
That's a good addition to the list. I like that.
Have a good night.